Hey gang, it's JC and this is your daily dose for Wednesday, May 5th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Archives anytime. Just go to the top of the page, hit the menu bar. We have a couple of new features on the site, which is expanding in a couple of days, and here we are on Cinco de Mayo. By the way, this is a very, very cool sombrero. I bought this in Mexico, and it's Cinco de Mayo, and this is the day that we celebrate. I don't know what the hell we celebrate. The Mexicans don't even celebrate this, but here in America, we're always looking for a party and a reason to cut work and drink beer and margaritas and just sort of party and go nuts, and so that's what we do here on Cinco de Mayo. All of this, by the way, while some of us are trying to run illegal Mexicans out of the country. I'm not sure who would do all the landscaping, pick lettuce, fruits and vegetables, clean our hotel rooms. I mean, all kidding aside, this is a very complicated issue, and it really irks me when I see political hacks and amateurs on radio and TV and in print sort of, oversimplifying this whole thing. This is a mess. I don't know what to do, but it's got to be a better idea than what's been out there so far. We'll talk more about it some other time. Speaking of crimes, and it is against the law to enter the country illegally, I don't know what's going on. The news at 10 o'clock last night, they're doing a story about how some St. Louis University basketball players might get picked up for sexual assault, and they were picked up and questioned and let go. So I get up this morning, and there's nothing. Nobody's even talking about it. There's nothing on the St. Louis Post-Dispatch website. What the hell is going on? And the victim said she knew her attackers, so that makes it even more curious. Obviously a story that's going to have to play out here in the next couple of days. We'll see where it goes. More crimes, outcry in Philadelphia. What were these stadium workers supposed to do? Like I said yesterday, interview the kid first before they tackle him and say, how old are you? Oh, you're a minor, but we won't taser you. Hey, look, it's not 1978 anymore. You can't run out onto the field. We live in an era of terrorism, especially on the East Coast. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, some guy's going to explode himself or spray you with anthrax or whatever. Stay off the friggin' field. And, and even if you got to just tackle him, maybe you break your collarbone, separate your shoulder, whatever, stay off the friggin' field. By the way, did you see the dirty look that Albert gave Matt Holliday in the 10th inning last night? And for good reason. Albert's standing out there on second base. You got a game in extra innings, and Matt Holliday is involved in a drop third strike, and he doesn't run to first base. He just turns around and walks to the dugout. You don't know what's going to happen. The catcher could pick up the ball and throw it into right field. Albert could score from second. Albert absolutely right in giving Matt Holliday the stink eye last night in Philadelphia. And another guy runs out on the field. And they didn't taser him, or as Mike Shannon likes to say, laser him. They didn't laser him, Mike. It's tasered, but we enjoy the games anyhow, Mike. All right, speaking of baseball, the passing of Ernie Harwell. You want to talk about a legend in Detroit. 42 seasons during the Tiger games. 92 years old, retired in 2002, spent his last couple of years in a nursing home. You know, he was actually cut out of the picture in 1991. Somebody said, well, you know, Ernie's getting old, take him off the air. And the public outcry was so bad that the new owners in 93 had to bring Ernie Harwell back to do the game. See, that was the good old days when somebody would get yanked off the air and enough people would holler and scream about it, and then they'd bring you back. But see, it doesn't really work like that anymore. General managers, people who run radio stations, will lose their minds over one complaint email, but hundreds of people can call and email and write in and assault them on the street and say, what did you do? Never mind. War's over. Warmer dropped the big one. All right. By the way, I talked to Deanne Lane this morning. You know, her dad, Ray Lane, another sports legend in Detroit, did the games with Ernie Harwell from 67 to 72, and she has wonderful memories. You want to talk about a legend and a gentleman, that's Ernie Harwell. All right, let's talk about some disturbing trends in this country. You know, if you're not up to anything illegal, chances are the cops, the FBI, Homeland Security, really not going to be very interested in you. By the same token, according to a report by the Administrative Office of the United States Courts, in 2009, last year, what do we got here? 2,376 wiretaps. That's up 26% from 2008, and the craziest part is the courts approved every single one. The cops go, we need a wiretap. Automatic, 100%. They didn't turn anybody down. 96% of the wiretaps were on cell phones in drug-related cases. In other words, About 24 out of every 25 wiretaps are drug-related, only 19% incriminating. And yeah, here comes the good part. The average wiretap costs taxpayers, you and me, over $52,000. So last year, more than $124 million was spent on monitoring phone calls and texts for a 19% return. Nice going, guys. Yahoo has come up with a list of the 10 foods that pretty much everybody hates most. And we start with number 10, beets. I don't know what it is. You go out for a salad now, and somebody's always trying to put beets in your salad. We don't like them. Number 9, hard-boiled eggs. Grits at number 8. They're slimy, and I don't care what part of the country you come from. Brussels sprouts at number 7. I don't know, if you put enough butter on them, you could probably get away with it. Lima beans, sardines at number 5. Okra. Hey, Lambert's Cafe, home of the throwed rolls. A lot of okra down there. Eggplant at number 3. Eggplant? Not at LaRusso's Cucina down there in South City. They make an awesome eggplant. Blue cheese. That one really surprises me because I dump blue cheese on cornflakes. I love blue cheese. And liver is number 1. I hate liver. Liver makes me quiver. Liver makes me curl right up and die. Makes me cry. Old Second City routine. What else we got here? Show business news today. Jimmy Fallon is going to host the Emmys in August. Conan did it for the past 2 years. Couples news. Cameron Diaz and A-Rod. That boy gets around. So does she, by the way. Keanu Reeves and Charlize Theron. That's sort of surprising. By the way, you go to a movie these days, and usually you get maybe 2, 3, 4 trailers before the movie. You know, coming attractions, that sort of stuff. Now it's going to be more like 5, 6, or 7. You know why? Because the studios are paying the movie theaters to run them, so we get even more of those annoying trailers. Most of the movies stink anyhow. Oh, make sure you pick up a copy of St. Louis Sports Magazine. There's Didi Pujols on the cover. I got an article in the back about obnoxious fans at sporting events. St. Louis Sports Magazine. You can pick it up pretty much anywhere, all over town, or get online. You can find it there. Got a couple of new features that we'll talk about here in a minute. I want to get one more plug in here for the celebrity softball game. This is going to be Friday night at CBC out on the athletic field. For $10, you get to come in and see half the Blues team, half of the Blues alumni team, plus yours truly, Martin Kilcoyne from Fox 2, Rennie Knott, Channel 5, Brian McKenna from KFNS, Dan O'Neill from The Post, Andy Strickland, KFNS, Kevin Wheeler, KMOX, John Mabry and Mike Matheny are going to be there. John Kelly and Favaz are going to MC the event. It's a charity fundraiser for Officer Matt Crosby of Rock Hill Police Department, who is critically wounded in the line of duty. Come on out and see us. Information, Ticketmaster.com, or call 1-800-745-3000. As we said, we have 2 new features on the website. The Video Village, an interview with Betty White. She's hosting Saturday Night Live. She was 66 when I did the interview. It was over 20 years ago, so you can check that out. And also the Wayback Machine has an old weather forecast from Bob Richards from 1988. Go check those things out. JC's Eye Candy today, because it is Cinco de Mayo, we're going to run the Saturday Night Live Taco Town bit. That's JC's Eye Candy. Tomorrow, what does internet ice cream taste like? If you're a fan of White Castle, something you're going to have to get. And surprising stats on the effect on the elderly of the technical revolution. And we're talking about people over the age of 100. It's really funny. Happy birthday to my buddy Everett Marshall, having a birthday today. Hello, Deanne. That's it, the Daily Dose for Wednesday, May 5th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.